Happy 4th of July, USA. Even though you're going to be watching this on the 5th. Ugh. The vlog is now up, so I'm going to head upstairs, go on the elliptical while watching some Netflix. I was torn between Kimmy Schmidt and The Good Wife, and looks like I don't have to choose. It's both. Okay, I haven't been vlogging because I've been painting away, and I think I'm done my painting, or at least I'm where I want it to be, and I'm going to call it done. I'm kind of just getting some final glances at it. I see one little thing I want to fix. Okay, is that where I'm leaving it? I think so. I mean, I do have to sign it still too. Okay, now the oil painting's done. I got some final shots for the video and that's done. I do need to do the commentary portion. I want to film myself on the green screen thing, and I'm going to talk about the pros and cons I found of being self-employed. The part 2 to the video I made like a month and a half ago or something, I said it was the part 1 of the self-employment videos, and so now I'm going to do the part 2. And so I'm going to jot out the list, I guess, of pros and cons now. I'm not going to film the green screen thing until tomorrow, but I still want to have the list prepared today so I could just go straight into that tomorrow. And guess what came in the mail finally? Those gold leaf pens. I know they suck. They look the best, and just for the sake of consistency, I want to do as many as I can with these. So I have 4 more, and they were half the price they were at Michael's, because at Michael's they sold these for like 16 something, and then they were 7 something at Walmart. So I was like, okay, we'll get them at Walmart. The only downside is it took way longer to get here than they initially said it would, but we have them, so I gotta do that. Maybe I can do some more of that tonight actually. We just need them out ASAP, but there's still a lot of work left to do for them. Okay, speaking of the invitations, I have a few return address stickers, but they just have my name on it and I don't have very many of them, so that's not going to be enough for the invites. But I'm going to just print something off right now that we can just glue onto the envelopes. So let me do that real quick, and then I'll task Christian with cutting them out and gluing them on the envelopes while I do more of the gold leafy stuff. This pen is so much more liquidy than the other ones I had, which could be a good thing. It's just harder to control it. This is like we just So those other 2 gold leaf pens we had that we got at Michael's, those only got us through 17 invites plus 2 test invites for a total of 19 between 2 pens. And I just used a single pen to finish off the rest of the invites. I could tell it was better from the get-go because it was juicier. The problem is when it was super juicy, it was hard to get a really straight line. Like, I would hug the edge of the paper to get a straight line, but if you don't control the pressure rate, the amount of liquid that comes out would vary and not make a straight line. But once I was partway through it, it could get straighter lines. And yeah, it lasted for the rest of the invites. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Now these 3 other pens I don't know what to do with. The Michael's ones are probably just all old and crusty, all half dried up. I feel like I filmed a very low number of clips today, but I've just been like very busy, very go, go, go. Anyway, I cannot believe still that there are 3 unused gold leaf pens. Like, I'll use them for something eventually, but it's just like, what? I thought the 4 new ones I bought wouldn't even be enough, and I thought I would need a gold Sharpie or something. But I guess my first 2 were just crappy ones. Anyway, Christian got all the address labels cut out and put on the envelopes. I realized after, I was like, I could have just printed directly on the envelopes. Like, we want to hand write people's addresses, but for our return address, like, I could have just printed it onto the envelopes. Like, I used to do that back in the Patreon days. I realized that once he was more than halfway through, I was like, wait, whoops. Anyway, we ran out of our glue runners though, because we had a 3-pack, and we ran out because he was using that for the labels and he had to use a glue stick for the last bit. And then I just ran out of my last one because I was taking the white card that has the info and sticking it down onto these blue cards that have the rose on the back. And so those ran out. And I would just do the corners and then one diagonal strip down the middle. Not like all over, you know, I wasn't going crazy. But yeah, I just Amazon primed some new ones that'll come tomorrow, and I got some little gold seals to put on the back of the envelopes. So yeah, hopefully we get this done in the next couple days. It's looking a little tidier here because we took all the little end bits that were cut off, like when we trim paper, you know, you get the little strip of paper left behind. We put all that in the recycling and picked up a little bit. So this is like clean for how it's been lately. This is considered clean for this table. Especially over here, we had bits on that couch and on the floor, and now it's mostly tidy. Mostly. And over there is kind of messy too because that stuff all was previously on the table and we moved it to do the invites. So this, in general, this area is just like, bah. But it's nothing compared to how my art room always looks. Haha. Haha. Why your tail's all poofy? Were you having a little chase there? You little butt sniffer? You chasing your sister? Sister, stop it. That's nasty. You can lick your own butt, but sniffing someone else's? Ew. Okay, I forgot about the pros and cons list for my painting video, the self-employment, I can't even speak. The pros and cons of self-employment for my painting video, like that's gonna be the commentary over it. I'm doing that now real quick because I want to get some down so I can kind of think about it overnight, think about it in the morning, and then write some more down. I don't want to just like make the list in one go and then realize I forgot something. But my cons list is way bigger than the pros list. I just feel like the pros outweigh the cons, even though there are more cons. They're just like, I guess they're a bunch of little ones versus like really big pros. I think I have enough for now though. I'll think about it some more and add more tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to bed. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then we went to the place where Christian bought my ring so we could get wedding bands. And we weren't initially planning on doing that, but we just decided, we're like, hey, we're out and about doing wedding stuff, like let's go get the wedding bands. And so we did that. We don't physically have them. I need mine sized down half a size, and Christian's they have to order in because